Season 7, Episode 10, A Royal Problem. This was something we've been kind of begging for a while. At least a lot of the fan base has been. Uh, Getting to know the sisters better. Which,
Yeah.
as some people have said, this is the season of getting to know these kind of secondary, tertiary characters that they haven't really done anything with. And then just kind of, oh, here, we're going to actually develop these characters. We've waited 7 seasons to do so, but here they are. um, though Celestia did get a little bit in Celestial Advice, which was good.
Yeah.
It's like, yes. And so we also learn a bit about, their dynamic and what they're like personality-wise. We've seen lots of Luna, but Celestia, it's always been kind of this put on a pedestal statue.
I mean, the whole "Oh my Celestia."
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
We've gotten glimpses.
She's deified.
Yeah, we got a glimpse at Cranky Matilda's wedding, and we got a little bit, a good bit of her personality as well in Celestial Advice, which it was funny to find out how much like Twilight she was, and then
And we get, little peeks at, yeah, she's just a pony. I mean, like the whole, I'm glad you invited, of course I invited Discord. This was the most fun I've had in a long time.
Yeah,
Yes.
just a normal pony with unlimited godlike powers that she never uses.
yes, Trollestia. Yeah, we've gotten little glimpses of her, and it's nice to see her kind of, for lack of a better term, humanized. And we also get a kind of a glimpse into the personalities of the two sisters, because before, again, kind of pedestal, but we see, we're kind of shown that Celestia is your multitasking type. She's good with dealing with loads of ponies, while keeping up appearances, while juggling things. She's a multitasking kind of an extrovert because she seems to enjoy, and she's tired at the end of the day, but she seems to enjoy dealing with dignitaries, dealing with all that. Whereas Luna, we find out, is more an introvert. She's she's used to the solitude, and she works with one challenging problem at a time, finishes it, and moves on to the next. She's
Just
focused.
smile and wave.
Yeah. She didn't quite.
Also, I do agree with her. It is a pain to smile for too long.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it depends on. Yeah, different people, different things. Some people can smile for hours and just, and some people can't. But okay, so a few firsts this episode. The first time we get Starlight called out, and the first time that it's been, a solo call.
I know, it's amazing.
Yeah. And for the first time for that to happen, for it to be a non-main 6 character, is interesting.
Yeah.
I do like that. Well, okay, so Twi gets just flanderized just a tiny bit in this episode. She gets very much, becomes very much a mother hen, and her reaction to Starlight being called reminds me of a little bit of the lost treasure of Griffinstone as well. It's like, I want to know what's going on, but I know I mustn't. I mustn't go. She finds a way around that, but I can't go because I can't interfere because the map didn't call me. If the map wanted me to go, they would have called me. But
Well, she is a control freak, and we know this.
yes,
And when you're a control freak and can't control something, it kind of causes a bit of panic.
yeah,
It's kind of like how when somebody asks for help with a video game and you take it to fix that one, to help them with that one piece, and then you're like, no, 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 I can't do the entire game for them.
yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah, and the thing is, well, that it is a bit slightly overdone with Twilight, but she is that much of kind of a control freak about things, and she's also dealing with her teacher, the one she infinitely respects, and her student, the one she's worried about, are now going to be interacting without her to help smooth things out. It's like,
Yep.
yes, this is going to be very interesting. Yeah, I am totally okay with this. Yes, yes, I'm going to have to be okay with this. Yes. You know, you know, and those tendencies really more or less, instead of helping, just stress Starlight out more. Though, to be fair to Twilight, a real fight between these two would be literally cataclysmic if they ever got serious.
Yeah.
That is using literally correctly. Um, so, and Twilight has an idealized version of the sisters. Starlight sees them as just two sisters, and there's also a matter of she has no problem standing up to the princesses because she lives with one. Not one of the sisters, but she lives with a princess, and familiarity breeds contempt. She's not awestruck. She's not starstruck by princesses because she freaking lives with one, and she sees that they're just ponies too, and so that lets her
Especially considering which princess she lives with.
yes, probably the most human, for the lack of the better term, you know.
Craziest, at least.
Yeah.
Hi, girls. Oh.
Yeah, not creepy at all, Twilight.
Though I like that we got the Twilight music box. It's an
That was
interesting
cute.
way for Twilight to bend the rules a little. Oh. Which makes me wonder how soon until somebody produces that. Either
Oh.
Hasbro or some fan-made thing. Somebody's gonna make
Oh, it's
that.
probably already been done.
Yeah, if Hasbro doesn't do it, some fan will put it together. At least, like, an example of it. They may not make it for production, but just like, I actually made it. It appeared in the show. Here it is. So we learned that the two sisters, they both do things for one another, but they don't realize that that the other one is doing something for them too, and so this sorts of or they don't. They don't appreciate or don't recognize that they're doing something for them. And so this causes the tension with Celestia making breakfast for them every morning, while Luna replaces lavender every night so that they can have a soothing scent. Neither really appreciates the other. Also, Luna has just like insane teeth. Just bites into a pineapple. Just straight up bites a pineapple. It's like,
I was like, Damn,
Mhm.
Luna.
and then eats
She
a,
got some strong teeth.
yeah, and then later on eats the banana peel. It's like, how did you? How?
Luna,
mean,
are you okay?
I mean, there's a certain amount of leeway because they're horses and their digestive tracts are a little more all terrain than humans, but there's a limit.
Yes. I don't think banana pills taste that great.
Let's see. And they're each neither takes the other one's job seriously. Um, which I guess Celestia during her 1,000 year isolation from Luna raised and lowered the moon, but she didn't do dream walking, so she never understood that. It wasn't part of her powers. She could move the moon just because she was freaking Celestia, and it's easier than moving the sun, which I come back to later because she says she seems surprised the moon is easy. Like, you did this for 1,000 years. You raised and lowered the moon for 1,000 years, unless for some
But
reason.
Luna does other things.
Yeah, I know. No, I
She
just
was raised in the moon.
I was just specifically talking about the moon bit.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Luna did all this other stuff that she couldn't have done, but she seemed to be able to lift the moon easy enough for 1,000 years, so I wouldn't think she would think it too
he was probably too tired by that point.
Yeah.
So Starlight kind of kind of opens up what's going on and says, "Okay, you're not appreciating what she's doing. You're not appreciating what she's doing. You're you don't really appreciate each other in that regard. So why don't you go see? It's the old trope of walk a day in the other one's shoes, and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and it's an older trope, but it checks out. You know, but it really works for this particular episode because it's what they needed to do to appreciate the kind of things each one does, because neither of them thinks the other one's job is particularly difficult.
Yeah, so they switched Cutie Marks, and what you actually didn't see at the very end of the episode after the credits, Starlight was sent to the moon.
They seemed happy enough at the end that I don't think she was sent to the moon.
You know, I have a slight complaint about Luna's Cutie Mark.
Oh.
What?
Well, see, I was left to believe that her Cutie Mark was just the moon, the black stuff was not part of her Cutie Mark, but apparently it is.
Yeah, that's
Well, no, I mean, because here's why I'm saying that. Because in the episode Twilight's Kingdom, when they have to give up their magic to Twilight so T-Rex doesn't steal it, and their Cutie Marks disappear, Cadence's, Celestia's, and Luna's disappear, for Luna, only the moon disappears. The black part doesn't disappear.
I didn't look into that, but yeah, if that's the case, then it's just a little continuity problem, I suppose.
Yeah, I to make sure to double check, I actually went on my phone and watched that scene again to make sure I was right.
Let's see. So, Twi freaks out about the swapping. Glim Glam sticks her in a drawer.
You know, I bet so many of Twilight's friends wish they could do that.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
Uh, so in this, Luna realizes how hard it is to smile and keep up appearances, and that Celestia doesn't always get the opportunity to finish her work before she starts the next thing. She has to keep running and keep working on things as she can. She has to keep multitasking or she won't get anything done.
There are no Timberwolves!
Oh my god, the Timber Wizard is!
Let's see. And then Celestia, she isn't used to the solitude and starts talking to herself.
I love it when Luna's like, so did you ever talk to yourself? Like, yes.
It thinks helping dreams will be easy since they aren't real.
Yes, well.
They're a little more complex than that. And now, the dream rundown. So, first bubble is Mini Fluttershy on Angel's head. It's likely like the dream episode, Two Princesses Dream of Magic Sheep. It's likely Fluttershy's wanting to be the pet. And so she's tiny and sitting on Angel's head. We get Daring Do is swinging. Maybe Rainbow Dash. Maybe not. We get Flurry Heart with Shades as a DJ with her mother dancing.
It's cute.
Some of these it's hard to tell whose dream it is. Discord and the Smooze. We get Pinky surfing on Gummy's back.
The smoothie you dream of me.
Or Discord dreams of the Smooze.
Nah,
Oh
he dreams
my.
of his Fluttershy.
Let's see. What looks like baby AJ and probably her parents. Though who's dreaming that, I don't know. It could be AJ, but I don't know. Well, I guess she would have been old enough to remember them if Applebloom was around. So, Twilight flying with Rainbow Dash. I don't, again, either Rainbow Dash or Twilight. I don't know. The fact that Twilight's keeping up with Rainbow Dash, maybe it's Twilight.
Well, maybe it's Rainbow Dash because I'd be kind of surprised Twilight would be asleep.
She's gotta sleep sometime.
Well, she'd probably be too worried. Like, I can't sleep, but she's screwing everything up.
Maybe she worried herself out that she wore herself out. Worried herself so much that she wore herself out, and just passed out. Then we get Dr. Hooves in the royal maze, hiding from a statue, and he does blink.
No, don't blink.
Flim and Flam with loads of gold coins, fairly obvious. And then, as a final little cherry on the sundae, we get Derpy in royal regalia and straightened eyes. She has the Twiscepter, a red crown, and purple cloak, which are probably all just reused assets. Red crown, I think, was from Discord, though I think they probably used that a few times. The purple cloak idea was from...
I gotta rewatch that scene again because I missed like most of that.
Yeah, I slowed it down and I went bit by bit to collect everything. It was cool. I like it when the animators get to kind of throw stuff in.
Damn, I wanted to see Princess Big Mac.
Would have been funny at that point if they knew what order it would come in if it was a dream of Sugar Belle. And and Big Mac is in Princess Big Mac mode, and Sugar Belle is either in awe or going what? To
Big
Princess.
Mac, I think we need to start seeing other ponies.
So, with all this thrown around, we enter Starlight's nightmare. So, she's pursued by talking pancakes, lands on a bed of flowers, and then becomes the little ballerina to a gigantic Twi who has the sister's Cutie Marks in her eyes.
I am your god.
Well, I mean, she is the goddess in charge of her. I mean, the alicorns are essentially deities. They're demigods in a way. So Celestia then comes in, and Starlight is worried about having messed up by swapping their marks and making them try the other's thing. And
I stopped smiling for a second.
Isn't that always how it happens, though? Especially on ID pictures.
Yep. Oh no, I purposely don't smile. It shows how much I hated school.
Well, I found a bunch of old pictures of me. Every single one of the pictures of me look like I literally can't give a fuck.
But for like actual like normal ID cards, they for some reason here they have a rule where you actually can't smile. It messes with the face recognition or something. I don't really know.
Anyway, so at this point, Nightmare Moon appears, and Celestia knows how to handle it. But then we get Daybreaker.
Which I have to say, I like the name Daybreaker, but I kind of a little bit like the fan name a little bit better for her, which was Solar Flare.
And they're both okay, though.
Yeah, I mean, Daybreaker's still a good name.
Yeah. Which takes Celestia's mild arrogance. She gets a little cocky from time to time. But then takes it and then turns it up to 11. At which point, we cut to Luna's dream, where her insecurity about her smile is amped up by the foals who pointed out eerily. It's very much, are you my mummy levels of kind of creepy.
Yeah, that was creepy.
And thinking about it, this may be the first time Luna has not been in control of a dream. If her powers were always dream-based, this may be one of the first times Luna has ever not been in control of a dream in 1,000 years.
Yeah, interesting fact though. So it's interesting that her teeth are falling out. Like I know they were falling out because the smile thing, but like I did a little bit like dream study research and stuff, but supposedly if you ever have a dream where your teeth are falling out, that signifies you're afraid. It signifies a loss of control in your life.
Yeah, the one I looked up said it's commonly believed to be a sign of insecurity about one's appearance and how others perceive you. But, yeah, it's essentially you don't feel in control.
Yeah.
And then we get a little bit of interesting wordplay. When Celestia defeats Daybreaker, Daybreaker says, "You can't destroy me. I'm everything you want to be." Celestia says, "No, you're not. You are not real, and you will never exist again." Exist again? So did Celestia at some point in the past briefly become her? Or is she just referring to the dream existence?
I think she was referring to the dream.
Yeah, I think so too, because that would have come up at some point, but who knows? Um, so Luna makes awful pancakes, but they learn to appreciate each other, and they agree to be more forthcoming with each other. As soon as the plot resolves, Twilight instantly appears and praises Starlight, but she gets all the details.
Oh yes, yes. And Starlight's happy to be dragged away. It's like, can I go back to being evil?
Yeah.
Evil was easy.
Yeah. Evil didn't have this.
Evil didn't have rules. Evil didn't have obsessive masters. Can I just
And then
go back to the dark side? They had cookies.
Luna
Yes.
realized, oh hey, those kids can go on the field trip. I can just pay for it. I'm the princess of the night. I'm pretty sure I have money. I mean, Twilight seems to be rich.
At any rate, well, Celestia could probably make it happen without having to dig into the royal expenditures.
Sure, it's like, you shall go on your field trip for free, and you shall be happy little ponies.
But overall, good episode. Humanized the sisters, so we actually learn a bit more about their personalities and how they interact on a daily basis. That was kind of nice.
Yeah, but now I kind of want to see Questia rolled by Daybreaker Nightmare Moon.
I'm sure if they do that thing like they did with like they do something where they are allowed to show alternate timelines. I'm sure we're gonna get one where we see Daybreaker. Because once they've done that much work to design her, they're gonna use her at some point. I don't know when, I don't know where. They'll find a way. They put that much effort into her, they'll find a way to bring her back. That said, though, Trenderhoof hasn't made a comeback, so
True.
Maybe she will exist again. That was foreboding.
yeah,
Or
foreshadowing.
foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Foreboding foreshadowing, for that matter.
Yeah. But good episode. I enjoy much.
That's good. Even if it have a continuity thing, but it was still great.
Yeah.